Today I want to talk about 5 skills that you can teach your kids that will last them a lifetime. These skills not only great for them as they're young and as they get older, it'll help their families as they become adults. My name is Mike. I'm a dad of 5 boys. I'm a grandfather of 2 wonderful grandchildren and have been married for 31 years. And I want to know what skills you think are important. I'm going to give you my top 5, I guess. Number 1 is fishing. And I'm not talking about bass fishing off of an expensive boat or whatever. I'm talking about a worm, a hook, and a bobber. Teaching them to catch them old bluegill and other panfish around. This is a skill that will feed them forever. And as they get older, it can help feed their family. We don't know what situations are going to occur as life goes on. And just for my own personal thing, we are going through a tough financial period of months about 20 years ago. And we had to fish for our dinner. I mean it. We were living off what the lake, part of what the lake was providing by fishing, and had the 5 boys out there with their poles and myself, and we were catching our dinner almost nightly. And it's just a wonderful skill that they can take with them. Not a lot, it teaches them patience as well, which, as we know, as we get older, is vital. Learning to have patience. Number 2 is fire building. Guys, I think this is critical. This is something we can teach our kids when they're little, and it's a skill that they can have into adulthood. And I think it's also an important skill. We've had winter storms here that have knocked out power before, and we've had to use the fireplace to keep my family warm. So I think learning how to build a fire is extremely important. You know how to do that. Put the little kindling on the bottom, get that going, add little sticks, and then progressively get bigger with the diameter and thickness of the wood as the heat increases. I think it's wonderful for kids to learn that skill. I got 3 more, but I'd love to know what kind of skills you think are important for kids to learn to help them grow into adulthood. Number 3 is gardening. Man, what a great skill to have. Again, we're producing fruit, vegetables to provide for our family, and as they get older, they can do the same thing. And if you can fish, if you can build a fire, and you can garden, you're not wanting for much when it comes to the food department. And that teaches a lot of skills, gardening. Again, patience, but how to nurture things when they're little, and to be careful with the little plants, the sprouts, and as they get bigger and it produces the fruit or vegetable that you plant. What a great feeling for that kid to be involved in that. Take that vegetable or fruit out and use it into my next step. Number 4 is cooking. I think even basic cooking skills are important. Obviously, that's a skill they can have for the rest of their life, and you can make great memories with your kids cooking with them. So, this is all incorporated together, right? You can fish, you can garden, and now the cooking skill, and if you have a fire and you learn how to cook on that, they can all encompass and work together. And then the last one, I would say, would be knifemanship. Is that a word? I don't know. But learning how to use a knife properly, where to put your hands. What we would do is I would have my kids, I'd buy them a pocket knife. It was a big deal. We made it a big deal when I felt they were old enough. And they would carve on bars of soap. And because the soap is super easy, the bars of soap, super easy to cut, they can put their thumb in the appropriate place, learn how to maneuver the blade in and out, cut out little shapes, and it's great for them to learn. And then once you feel they've mastered it, you can, give that knife to them. Like, we hold it back until they pass their knife class with Dad, and then they get to have the knife on their very own. These are skills that I think are important. You may have different skills. I'd love to hear what you think. This is Mike from Dad of 5 Boys. All right, bye.